here? What do we do?
Luis, what are we doing right now? Do you want me to, are you going to say, should I say where we are?
Yeah, we are at the Old Oaks Steakhouse.
Yes, so formerly known as Corrigan's. We're at the Old Oaks Steakhouse. And so, okay, let me give you a little bit of background. So I like to go to the cigar store.
Right.
That's down the street right here. All right, I've been going there for a while.
That's right.
Arson Cigar Store.
Teal Boulevard.
Teal Boulevard, okay, the greatest cigar store in the world. They have bourbon, they have whiskey, they have scotch, they have tequila, they have everything. And when I found out that they were opening up this steakhouse, I knew it was going to be top quality.
Right.
I just knew. I mean, like the way they get down, they have the best spirits, they have the best cigars, they have the best price. And look, so first of all, I want to preface this with, we're not getting paid to do this.
Okay.
We paid for our dinner.
Absolutely.
Correct?
100%.
We paid for it. We didn't get a 10% discount, nothing. So we're not here to talk this place up. If this place was not to our liking, we would be honest and say it wasn't. What did you
Very
think?
true.
What did you think about this place?
Sensational. I thought it was really good. The steak was well seasoned, perfectly cooked. I got medium rare.
Yeah. I'm gonna go a step beyond. I'm gonna say this is the best steakhouse I've ever been to in my life.
That's
And I'm telling you, it's
excellent statement.
just steak, right? Like it's better than. I don't know if I can even say the names of the other steakhouses that I've been to. I've been to the best steakhouses in the world. I just no copyright or whatever. I don't know if we're gonna get.
Why do you think you know steak more than I do? I'm just curious.
Why do I think? I think I cook a better steak than you. I don't know if I know steak
Okay,
more.
So this has been an ongoing kind of like dispute that Thor, myself, and our friend Coach Austin.
Okay, so I mean, let's just be real. You can.
Oh, you're killing me.
Okay, but you'll admit this. You can cook a cheaper piece of meat. Like you cannot. Like it's like okay. How do I put this gently? I don't
We're both
I don't want to
using
hurt
the
your
same-
feelings.
Thor,
but it's like
we're both using the same ribeye.
it's like okay. So like how do I put this? The guy who works on a Ferrari and the guy that works on a Honda, they're both noble professions, right? But I work on the Ferrari, and you just heard one.
Yeah.
We're in the back.
The sound effect
You
hear is
probably
really
hear the
good.
Ferrari being lit up right now, but it's a good metaphor. They're both cars, right?
Right.
Okay, but and there's it's more difficult to do what I do than what you do.
Okay, so you're doing reverse sear. is
I
that
reverse
right?
sear a tomahawk steak. That's what I do.
I'm going for flavor, so
Okay.
I like to pan fry, and
Okay,
I
so
get to
first of
butter-
all, you should not ever put a steak on a pan.
Oh.
Why
my
would you?
God.
Like it's not eggs. Put it over an open fire. Like anyone will tell you that.
You are
You
outside
have
of
to
your
have
mind.
Flame.
You are outside of your mind right now.
It's like you're making. Okay, so like when I picture you making a steak, I picture a guy with an apron on and a greasy spoon, like let's like Denny's, right? There's the moons over my. One guy orders a moons over my hammy, and then there's the T-bone steak. That's you. You got the T-bone on there. You know you
You know what? I'm gonna let you live in this fantasy world. If that's what makes you,
reverse searing a tomahawk steak.
I would love.
And pan frying a whatever. Is it a ribeye? But it's like a thin cut ribeye.
Well, no, I've worked with thin cut.
Is it
ribeyes.
bigger? Is it bigger than? Is it thicker than my
Stop right
pinky?
now. Stop
is this,
right now. You
Is this
just-
his reference right
you
here?
just
Like
want
is
it-
that?
I know you.
Is it thicker? Is it this? Is it this one?
My guy.
My
guy.
okay. This is what. I'm
Yeah, well, you're working.
That's what I'm working
Okay,
with
but you're
right
working
now. Okay.
tomahawks. Okay, so
That's what-
I don't work in that
Yeah, okay.
realm. Respect to you for the tomahawk.
Yeah.
But the ribeyes is what we're talking about. And the ribeyes, I just like to go for. So I like to butter based, and and also like, I will say
It's two different things. It's two different
We're
things.
getting to the same-
Like,
we're getting to the same destination.
Everyone, look, I can't have a tomahawk every day. Okay, I know, like I'm a modest guy. I'm not
Right.
Forbes
I'm-
500. You know what I mean? Like, but when I make a steak, right? I make a tomahawk. You know what I mean? When I and I put some time into that.
Of course, of
right?
course.
I'm out there working for
How
at least
about this?
45 minutes.
Well, how about this? I close up the gym.
Okay.
It's now 9:00.
Uh-huh.
I don't have time to put in not on the tomahawk, but on a ribeye.
Yeah.
You're gonna reverse sear. That's gonna take you what 30, 20
Hey, see,
minutes?
but see, okay, here's the thing is,
30 minutes?
I'm not gonna do what you're doing. I see. What I'll do is I'll save the tomahawk for Sunday night,
Right.
after church. You know what I mean? The wife and I, We have an amazing meal. We have a feast, right?
Right.
After dinner, I'm just gonna eat some ground beef, maybe a can of tuna or something. Like I'm not gonna go and ruin a cut of meat at a time. Out of respect to time, out of respect to expediency,
I got you.
right? Like steak.
You're talking about event
We
style
already
eating.
talked. We've had this conversation before.
Yes, we have many
I
times.
respect the meat.
Yes.
I respect the hell out of steak, right? I respect this. This is something that is not. You can't. This 2,000-pound animal gave its life for you, right? And you're
Yes.
gonna go ahead and you're gonna flash fry this bitch. What do you want? Why don't you just put it in an air fryer? You know, why don't you just blend it up,
Bro.
and drink it down? You have 5 minutes.
It's all in the prep. It's all in the seasoning.
So you leave. So before you leave for the day, you have it sitting in some
No, I-
S&P,
no,
some
no.
salt and pepper,
Yeah.
some S&P
You're
500,
talking-
right? By the
Well-
way, the Boulevardiers here, top notch.
Good.
We're gonna get into
We actually-
we're gonna
we
get into
should-
our food review.
This is a great segue.
We're gonna get into our food review because we've eaten a lot of steaks
Yes.
together. I think that's
Wonderful
kind of
meal.
our thing. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have, and I respect you as far as a connoisseur of good meat.
Right. But in terms of
Would I let you cook for me? I don't know. At this point, because when you say butter frying, what kind of butter do you use?
I'm gonna use the best quality Irish, like
The Kerrygold?
Kerrygold butter, or I might even use. I like duck fat. I've worked with beef tallow.
I know you work with beef tallow.
You know what I mean? Like those are. We'll
I work with tallow too. It's got a high smoke point.
Of course. And
But
actually,
I don't like to put unless it's raining outside and I have no access to my grill. I'm not going to use a pan.
Yeah. See,
I need a flame on that
I'm
steak.
not. Yeah. I respect your grill work. I can't work the grill. You know what I mean? Like the pan.
Say that again.
Oh, wait a second.
Say
Wait
that.
a second.
No,
No,
one more
I'm
time.
not gonna say.
I want you to repeat what you just said.
Because
that's game over. You just said.
No,
Say that again.
No. I prefer pan over the grill. By the
No,
way,
you said I can't work the grill.
I can't.
Okay, yeah. So, we just had amazing steaks right now. Like I'm saying, this is the best
amazing.
steak.
The chef came by.
The chef came by. So, shout out to Davey. I know the butcher, and they literally there's a piece of steak with our name on it.
You actually will post that up.
We'll post a picture of it.
Yeah.
You're gonna see 45-day dry aged steaks. Okay, and did they pan fry their steaks?
No, Thor, they did
It
not.
was a wood fire.
It was a wood fire grill.
It was a wood fire grill. Okay.
I would wonder,
Yeah.
like, if you were to talk to somebody like Gordon Ramsay, if he's at home, what would he do? Would he wood fire that bitch, or would he go ahead and pan fry that son of a bitch? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to know.
I really hope that he would actually like wood
If-
fire it, or
if you go-
just
okay.
a propane grill. Like he's rich.
In post production, I'm gonna look up Gordon Ramsay's most popular methods of cooking steak, and we'll see. And then I'll post that up on the screen, and we'll see what.
Whatever.
You
bro.
might be right.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
might be
like,
right.
dude,
But you know what? Talking about the old Oaks Steakhouse in Thousand Oaks, did they put their money where their mouth is?
Well, yeah, dude. I mean, like, well, they didn't even. I mean, it wasn't like they're like, hey, it's like the best place you've ever been to. It's just, Arsene, Albert, Marco, right? I train at my gym, at our gym, Pugilist gym. We train little Leo. He takes the Muay Thai class, right?
Right.
And so it's like a family thing. Edith, shout out to Edith. We love you. So when we found out that this steakhouse was opening, I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's like family to us. But I'll tell you something, okay? If this place wasn't good, all right, we just pack up and leave.
Yeah.
Right? Or like maybe this podcast would be about something completely different, right?
We're clearly passionate about steak.
Yeah.
And good culinary.
Here we go right here. So
this is.
so
Here's Marcos right here.
so not only is this a place where you get exquisite cuts of meats from everywhere, right? So we got what was it, the Double R Ranch?
Yes.
We got where else? We got Australia represented.
We've also got Tagoshima A5 Wagyu. It's
Yeah.
Japanese Wagyu. That one,
Japanese Wagyu, Tagashima.
real quick, that one will be this, the little book in the infinite.
Okay.
Okay, so I brought the bottles out so you can see those as well. So
Nice.
Wow.
and
Beautiful.
this right here is going to be the Maker's Mark Cellar Aged
Cellar aged Maker's Mark.
2024 edition.
Okay.
here.
So, not only, obviously, like they started with the cigar shop, right? And the bourbon in the cigar shop was, I mean, really, when you go to this cigar shop, it's like it's a whole experience. You don't smoke a cigar without a bourbon. It's like having peanut butter without jelly.
Teach me. I don't
So
know
when
this, I don't know this word.
we're about to light up a cigar right now, too, which they were more than gracious in actually hooking us up with this CAO. What is it? The Pilon and Yeho.
And yeah, it's a really great smoke. We just made a huge purchase of those, so we've been having them at the shop.
Yeah.
And we brought a few of them over here because we enjoyed them. So yeah.
So here's a secret. I love bourbon. I love whiskey. It's not a big secret.
Not a secret.
So I knew that we were going to get into some whiskey today. I knew it, right? And especially dealing with Arson, dealing with Albert, these guys have their hands on the greatest bourbons, scotches in the world. You can't get better than Old Oak Cigar Shop. And so I knew that it was going to be like this. I knew they were going to have the best bar. And we're about to enjoy right now. So
Love it.
it's fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna
I feel like I'm gonna have like an Elon Musk moment, because he didn't. He,
Okay, I'm gonna light up
Please do.
the cigar for you.
Yeah, it's been
Okay, so
maybe
this
20
is,
years since I tried a cigar.
all right. So we got the cellar aged Maker's Mark
And
right here, and we got the little book. Okay.
Little Book, the Infinite.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pull out my punch. This is how I like to do it. We do have the V cut available, but this is my favorite.
Okay.
This is actually a wedding gift from
You know
my
what?
wife.
This is a great tutorial. I
Yeah,
think
so
this is-
I just go right here in the back end, and I boom, 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 boom. And I just punch a little hole like this, and then bing. Start to twist, and twist, and I get it a little heated. All right.
What does Taylor think about?
She hates the cigar. So, we're gonna get into this because.
Okay.
That's amazing. But yeah, we got to get it going. So,
And by the way, you notice that Jenny's kind of moved her way further
Yeah.
away from us.
women, so cigars and women are kind of like garlic and vampires, from what I've seen. Cigars are for men that are already established, that are already kind of like, you already caught your prey, and you're not trying to attract anything else.
Right, like
We're already kind of men.
yeah, it's
We're established. My wife isn't
now-
going to leave me over no damn cigar. But I'll tell you, go ahead and just suck on that and twist it. Don't inhale it.
Oh.
Yeah, just, get your mouth full. There's nothing better. Cigar, steak. So we used to just have the cigar and the whiskey.
Right.
But now we got the steak, the cigar, and the whiskey. My boys are going to love this. Shout out to Luke. Shout out to Alex. You guys are going to love this place. Shin, you're going to love this place. It's perfect. We have everything we need in one shop here. And
the way,
let's try this bourbon here.
The decor inside the restaurant,
It's phenomenal.
amazing.
It's phenomenal. I mean, that's not my wheelhouse. I'm not the interior decorator.
I think you have everything you need except women.
We have everything except, we got that, waiting for us at home.
Yeah, that's.
But yes.
I'll snag her. Don't you worry. That's. I'm gonna lock you down, baby.
Oh, so this is the
All right. So what's the?
this is the makers. I'm gonna take a sip of this. You're gonna tell me which one you think is better.
Okay.
Okay. So first thing. All right. Whoa! Don't drink that yet.
Okay.
Drink this one first,
This one first.
and then I'm gonna have some of that.
Okay.
All right. So you had your cigar.
I've had my
A little bit.
cigar. It's wonderful.
Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a little sip.
Do I have to do it and tilt my head back and do that whole thing that you just did? Is that the move?
What I do now, just and then take a little
Wow.
on your tongue.
Oh my God. What did you think? I want to get your.
I think I'm a little intoxicated. No, I mean it's fantastic. It's super smooth.
It's really good.
I mean, it tastes like fine bourbon. You know, I don't know. Like, I'm one of those guys. I think I'm very very susceptible to influence. You know, I'll bring the cigar. Bring that. Yeah. So also another thing. How much does this weigh? I mean,
Oh
these
my
are
God, this is
unbelievable.
like, it feels like it's 15 pounds.
So I'm very susceptible to when people, like a sommelier, could tell me it tastes susceptible, right? Is that the right word?
Delayed. She's the same.
No. Susceptible to influence when people say it tastes like vanilla. That's my word.
She's
They're like,
dying right now.
yeah, right.
Hey, listen, I was going with
I
it.
feel like that's a word.
I feel like I know what your intention was.
I feel like it's a perfectly prominent word. I don't.
This dictionary over here.
Yeah, I
She's just
don't
fucking-
think that susceptible, right?
I
And
just, you don't you worry. She's
Yeah.
just.
anyway, that's our audio woman over there, Jenny. But I mean, if someone says it tastes like vanilla, I'm like, yeah,
Right.
you know. But it tastes like bourbon, and it tastes like really good bourbon.
It tastes great. It's really
Leather.
good.
I'm taking little notes of leather. Well,
Now, is there a particular method of holding a cigar? Like,
so I like to be able to flick it. So I kind of like a pencil. and
okay,
then that's what I like.
right?
You know. Then, like what happens? You just want to keep the flame, like you want to keep the burn even, right? So you see how like this part is kind of. You can tell how good a cigar is, kind of by like how hard it is to break the ash off. The
Oh,
top.
I see what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
all
This is a
right.
good one. This is a really good one.
So, what's the plan for Vegas? When we're going to Vegas in the next couple of months for a bachelor party.
Yes.
Is
Who's getting
this one-
married?
Our friend Austin's getting married.
Yes.
Is there a particular type of scenario that you see us kind of doing this, where we're going to a bar, we're going to, obviously it's not going to be like maybe a cigar bar or whatever, but like, what's our move? What do we do? Where are we going?
Okay, so we're gonna stay at the Circa, which is downtown Vegas,
Okay.
right? World's largest sports book, outdoor sports book. So there's a giant, massive, 10-story screen next to like to be able to go to the Apex and watch that worst UFC card of all time. The only saving grace is that Macy Barber's fighting. Big fan. Besides that, I cannot tell you
Right.
who these people are. I have no idea. Hopefully
not a
they're
good
just
card.
like young up and comers that, not just a bunch of Croatian journeymen that, are I have no idea. This card is just, it's bad. For the UFC, this is really bad.
Right.
This is really local MMA. Shout out to UNF, way better.
Right.
I mean, it's awful. It's truly awful.
It's not good.
And then it's a.
But at least it's expensive.
It's expensive because it's at the Apex. So I did send you a link, and we were planning on buying. We're going to surprise Austin with tickets for a wedding gift. Sorry, Lindsay, you're not getting anything, but we were going to get Austin a ticket, and then you and I were going to go. And I thought the whole package was $1,500 because I'm like, yeah, that makes sense,
for
right?
three
Because
people,
it's Macy
yeah.
Barber versus some lady, you know what I mean? And
And that was the VIP package.
in the VIP package, I'm like, okay, who's going to this fight?
Right.
Who has money to set on fire? Apparently, a lot of people do because that's $1,500 a person, my G.
Right.
Right? That's more than Raiders tickets, like good Raiders tickets.
Right. Yes.
So I can't convince my wife to let me to go along with that. We
That's probably.
can't do that.
Yeah.
And it's bad. I'd kick my own ass. I think I'd be, unless I won a very significant amount of money
Right.
playing blackjack, I would be very destitute. I'd very, very sad if I Yeah.
We can move that money on to something else that's going to be equally as fun.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. By the way, I hear one of the most underrated steakhouses in Las Vegas is in Treasure's Strip Club.
No, please tell me what
so
Treasure Strip Club
I
is all
stumbled
about.
upon this, right? And
Right.
again, shout out to my wife Taylor. She was not happy, but
Wait a minute. You told her?
no, she looked through my YouTube search history and it said strip club steakhouse, strip house steak club. It said because I remember I was on Instagram and this thing's like Vegas's most underrated steakhouse.
Right.
Right? Is it a strip? Okay, are there strippers serving you steak? No. Right? It's probably not even going to see a naked person.
Right.
It's inside of a strip club. I am not a fan of strip clubs. Right? I would rather set money on fire than give money to a woman who's pretending to like me. I'm not going to do it. I don't like it.
Right.
But I hear it's phenomenal steak. The lobster are like not as good as this place though.
Right. No.
Let's talk a little bit about what we ate today.
Okay, so
Let's just start with the appetizer.
let's start with the appetizers. So, what do we got for the appetizers?
So, okay, this was a very, very, very unexpected. I think it was a sleeper. It was the lobster deviled eggs.
Oh yeah, the lobster deviled eggs.
So these things, they came out, they look like just little deviled eggs,
Right.
right? And then you put one off, lobster forward. Those are your words.
That's exactly what I said.
Fantastic, unbelievable. Yeah, very good. And
I was a big fan of the bone marrow.
the bone marrow was the best bone marrow I've ever had. I'm not a big fan of bone marrow. My wife makes a really good bone marrow for the baby, not for me. She
Right.
whips it up and I get to have a little bit sometimes, and it's fantastic. But normally, you get the bone marrow, and it's like a whole pain to dig it out, and then it's not a lot of it. They gave like 5 big ass bones,
Really generous portions.
and fantastic,
It was
really
great.
well flavored. What else
And
did we
then the
get?
ladies had,
We had some too.
yeah,
I'll just say the ladies. The burrata salad,
a burrata salad.
and that was fire.
Yeah, that was really good.
But
Burrata was really good.
Let's talk about
the bone marrow was fantastic.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. It was good.
And then now we're going to what? The steaks.
This is one of the main course.
All right.
Okay,
So,
so-
what did Taylor have?
Taylor had the bone-in fillet. She had the bone-in fillet, which was, I had a tiny piece. It was knock your socks off.
Wow.
I mean, the bone. So she gave me the bone because she knows I'm like a dog, and I ate the fat off the bone and completely well seasoned. Seemed like salt and pepper, just melt in your mouth, cooked to perfection. How did they cook it? Over a fire.
Okay, I think you're trying to. What are you trying to
I
say?
mean, they didn't pan fry it. It was good though. It was very good. I don't know if I know you.
I want to one of these days. Okay, so we're going to
Okay,
have.
let's just-
we're
we'll-
going to have a cook-off.
we'll-
We're going to talk about this.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
And then
Speaking of cook-off,
yes.
I don't want to keep
Oh!
digressing, but we should let the people know that we have entered the chili cook-off. Pugilist Jim will be representing Pugilist
the-
Jim. Pugilist Jim will be representing Pugilist Jim at the Thousand Oaks annual chili cook-off, and we're gonna win.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
So this is with your special recipe that you have.
My special
lined up.
recipe.
Okay.
It's basically just everything is gonna be a byproduct of pork.
Okay.
We're cooking everything in bacon fat,
Now let
and
me.
there's no fucking beans.
I was just gonna ask. What opinion on beans and chili?
It doesn't fucking belong. It's not chili bean, it's chili powder. It's the spice.
Okay.
That's what makes it a chili. And the
Right.
chili peppers that you put in there. If you like having uncontrollable gas, go ahead. You know what I mean? Go open up a can of Hormel chili with the beans.
My
you can do
parents-
that.
My parents did not think I was Mexican when I told them I just can't deal with beans.
It's terrible.
Like, I don't eat it.
I mean, okay, refried beans or something, but that's not a chili.
Right.
It's a chili.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the slow cooked pork shoulder. We're gonna have the bacon. We're gonna have the stew meat. We're gonna have the chilies cut up finely.
Right.
We're gonna have a lager in there.
Okay.
Okay, I haven't decided on what beer we're gonna put in there. We're gonna put a
Right.
beer in there.
It's like that.
It's gonna be fire.
Let's go.
It's gonna be unbelievable. We're gonna win.
100%. We're in. We're in.
Speaking of winning, let's go back to Old Oaks Steakhouse. Now, you knew Old Oaks Steakhouse was going to have, I didn't know they were going to have a Bible full of spirits. I mean, there's over, I think it's 500 different whiskeys in here, bourbons, scotches. Fantastic. But I digress. How was we both got the same thing.
I got mine medium.
45-day.
45
Dry
day
aged
dry aged
ribeye.
and bone in.
Bone in, of course.
And,
There's the only way to do it. The flavor comes from the bone.
That's right. And I had mine medium rare. I mentioned to everybody at the table, the seasoning was on point.
On
I don't
point.
know what. I think they mentioned that it might have just been salt and pepper.
I feel
it was
like it was just salt and pepper, but I feel like it was the proper proportions.
right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not just about the seasoning. It's how much seasoning you put on there.
Right. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So,
You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So it's the seasoning. I'm sure it was the quality of the butter, the quality of the meat, and they did it up right here. So I was not disappointed in everything that they did.
It's everything you need.
Yeah.
We got the steak. And then we had, Jenny had the, what you get, the New York?
New
Was
York
it good?
strip. Did you like it?
Oh, very good.
Yeah. By the way, this is day 2.
Yeah.
This is the second day that they've been open, and
Yeah.
service was fantastic.
And it was complete. And also, service was fantastic, but it was a full house.
And it was a full house.
Service is, if you go to a place that's empty and they got good service, you're like, okay. I mean, they were packed and like completely eye to detail everything. Dessert.
Oh,
Oh shit, we didn't talk about
right.
the
That's
so
right.
they're guac-
The sides.
The sides.
the sweet potato gratin.
Let's start with that.
Well, I'm a huge fan of sweet
I
potato.
thought that my dumb ass thought that was a carrot. I didn't know they were putting sweet potato in there.
No, man, that was
Fire. I've never had a sweet potato gratin before. That was amazing.
That sweet potato was on point. And I think there was other types of potato in there. Whatever it was fantastic.
Everything was all the potatoes.
What's that?
I think it was every potato.
Everything. Yes, I think there
I
was.
think they had the white potato. They had a Yukon Gold.
Yeah,
I think they had everything.
it was delicious. I can't say enough about the place. I think it was fantastic.
Well,
So-
I mean, we're gonna say a little bit more because the Hasselbeck potato,
oh, that's right.
it was covered in caviar.
Right.
I mean, it was drowning in caviar.
It was.
It was like a Russian guy. It was like, hey, you gonna make a potato? I'm gonna put it in caviar. Is that a good Russian accent?
Yeah,
I
that
don't
sounds
wanna-
like somebody who'd be in John Wick.
It was
about to
really good.
It was about to keep. Jenny saying
Hey, it's all this. I have like 3 different accents. They're all the same thing. Then we had the what else? What do we have? Mac and cheese. Okay, so shout out to Leo, who's 11 years old.
right.
Takes my Muay Thai class. That's my little guy right there. So he's our whole link to this place.
Right.
Besides the fact that we like to go get degenerate at Old Oak Cigar Lounge every once in a while and play
Right.
some chess, But yeah, Leo's like, if you're going to the steakhouse, you have to get the mac and cheese, and it was fire.
I think your wife Taylor was 100% in on that.
Oh, yeah, she eats like a child.
What is exactly that Taylor eats? What are some of the foods that she typically
Okay, brother, do we have chicken tenders,
Chicken tenders,
grilled cheese sandwich, mac and cheese,
right? So whenever she
chicken noodle soup.
okay,
But she started eating steak because that's how I know my steak is fire, brother. Because when I cook, she eats it.
but why she prefers medium, right? Like, what's the reason behind
She
that?
prefers medium well.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sacrilegious. I think that
Yeah.
hurts the heart a little bit.
I don't know what I think it's it's like encoded in like some people's DNA, you know what I mean? Like, cause you could get some serious
I think-
parasites.
That's true.
Like the pioneers. Like if you ever did Oregon Trail,
Yeah.
like boom, you got dysentery, you're
That's
dead.
how
Your trip is over.
I grew up a Mexican kid,
Yeah.
still a Mexican, And they
You still?
100%.
Okay,
I
to
know,
this
hard
day.
to believe.
To this day.
It didn't
Okay.
change.
Yeah.
And
I think from hanging out with you, I'm a Mexican.
you're an honorary Mexican.
Awesome.
I've already put the memo out.
Thank you.
So
we'll both get deported together.
100%.
Fantastic.
Yes, sir. They typically they burn their meat. That's
Yeah.
just how we. That's how I grew up.
I think it's because
Of the history of how like Native American culture. You kind of had to really cook the shit
is
out
that
of it.
respecting the meat though?
I mean, look, it was a different time back in those days. So I mean, is it respecting the meat now?
Is it? I mean, but like, is it more respectful to eat it?
there was no
bleeding still?
refrigerator. There was no, what?
Is it? I mean, like you're close to like. Is it more respected to eat it bleeding, or to eat it? Well,
Oh. That's a good question.
Does it?
I mean, look, back then there was no refrigeration. Your meat was going to spoil, and
Okay.
so you had to cook it a certain way.
Here's the question. If I killed you,
Okay, I like where
right?
this is going.
Okay, and I was gonna eat you, would you care how I ate you? Like how I prepared you? Would you want me to pan fry you, or
First-
would you want me to put you in the oven?
First of all, I want you to make me flavorful.
Yeah. Okay.
want-
So
So I would say pan frying would probably be the way I would.
pan
want to be
frying. You
yes,
want me to
sir.
pan fry you?
Yes.
You've got.
sir. Oh, I got some.
You
I
got some thickness.
I got some meat on here.
Yeah. So you want me to pan fry you?
100%.
You wouldn't want me to reverse sear you?
No, dude.
You wouldn't
Please.
want me to lock in the juices.
You're gonna
with
put me
sear?
on a spit and spin me around on
Okay,
a.
no, that's a rotisserie. That's a whole, and that's
Well, you're
that's a,
running.
that's an ugly that's an ugly picture. The spit going through
Right.
and coming out. It's not.
It's rough.
That's rough. I
That's-
don't want to be rotisserie.
Okay,
If you're gonna chop me up, put me in the oven.
but listen, my meat's
Okay.
gonna be juicy.
Oh, it's
So-
gonna be juicy.
It's taking such a turn.
It's gonna be good. Okay, then the dessert.
All right, so Jenny, what do we have for dessert?
Affogato.
We had avocado,
Yeah, affogato.
we had creme brulee,
We had creme brulee,
and we had a passion fruit.
and we had a passion fruit cheesecake.
I love the passion fruit cheesecake. I
You
think
know
that was
what?
My favorite.
I liked all of it, but I'm gonna tell you something.
What's that?
The creme brulee.
That was
It did. I mean, it did something to me. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like it was just like, it was so.
you had an orgasmic experience. it
No,
sounds
not.
like.
I mean, let's not make it dirty. It was just. I mean, the creme brulee was something that was just. It just did something to my soul. It just made me really happy.
Right.
Yeah, it was.
love
It was
that.
amazing. The flavors were just like on point. It was. It was amazing.
Yeah, everything here has been spot on.
Yeah. Yeah. It really has. And I mean, if you have, this is the second day it's been open.
There's a little bit left,
Day 2.
Oh.
finish that up.
Oh,
Okay. Here we go.
Now we're talking.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And that's not my fault that there's some left. That's the ladies, because this was.
Thank you.
Look at this.
Gentlemen, how was the whiskey?
Oh,
So the whiskey's fire. We haven't got into the
Amazing.
second glass yet. So we had the makers.
Awesome.
Now we're gonna try the little book. Now let's get into it.
that's really good.
So I'm gonna take a sip of the little book real quick. That's Marco, handsome Marco over there. Marco, how tall are you?
I mean, up until now, I've been saying 6'4", but I recently found out I'm not quite 6'4", so I would
You're
kinda
6'4".
We're gonna stick.
We're
with
gonna scrub
6'4".
that. You're
For
6'4".
you.
Marco's definitely 6'4",
Yeah.
and you know, just like I'm 5'9", 5'11", depending who asks.
Bro,
you
you're
know
my
what I mean?
short king. So give yourself props.
Yeah, I'm the short king. I appreciate it. It's better than being a tall peasant. Short king is good, right?
Yes.
All right. So here's the little book. The flavor is just amazing. It's not quite. It's a little bit more of a bite than the makers.
All right.
But here, you go ahead. I don't want to.
I'm not a. I'm a not a connoisseur.
I don't want you to be susceptible to my sommelier.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna hit you with some adjectives, and you're gonna. Susceptible is a word,
Oh wow.
by the way.
That's amazing.
Right?
It's really good.
Okay, so
I think
could you ever smoke a cigar without having bourbon after this?
I mean, no.
It's
because
it's
you
retarded. Why would you do that?
No, well, you set it up right. You literally you're my Sherpa on the fucking mountain of cigars and drink and bourbon. So
I mean, it's meat, it's bourbon, and it's cigars. It's American.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's perfect.
I loved it.
I love it. So,
End it here? Well, just to recap, the Old Oaks Steakhouse. Well, what would you, we got to kind of put a number on this thing. Like 10 out of 10?
here's the problem. Okay? This is going to have to be the place that I judge every other steakhouse by.
Oh, they set the bar that high.
Yeah, because, I mean, and this is not just because they're our friends, right? And I'm going to be full disclosure. I love this family,
Agree. Absolutely.
but I'm going to tell you the real deal. I would literally just leave if it wasn't good. I'd be like, hey, the podcast equipment didn't work. You know what I mean? And you never hear about it. I'm not going to steer people wrong because they're
Right.
going to come here and they're going to be like, Thor, Vijeh, and Luis are full of shit,
We got a reputation to uphold.
and I'm not.
Right.
I stand by this place. They did not pay us. It's not a paid advertisement. They didn't comp our dinner. I don't even, with the desserts comp, probably not. You know what I mean? And it's fine because it's worth it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's completely worth it. This place, 10 out of 10 stars.
Carnivore
sorry.
lover's dream. I think that this
the
is
best.
amazing. Thank
the
you
best.
guys to Old Oak Steakhouse.
Now we have to go someplace and shit all over it, like another place, just so we can show that we're not afraid to be brutal when it comes to
Right.
a place being not good.
Yeah,
This place is amazing.
100% amazing. Yeah, love it.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here, take that, and I'll take this.
End your podcast.
Cheers. God bless.